All new at 5 tonight. One Birmingham man is happy to be home after a business trip took him to Paris.
He was in the Stade de France watching the soccer match between France and Germany when terrorists attacked that city. WIAT 42 News reporter Melissa Kim has this harrowing tale.
Just another busy Monday morning for Birmingham freelance photographer Stephen DeVries. But just about 72 hours ago, things were not so normal.
It's one of those things that you watch all the time, but you're not usually a part of that.
Stephen was working in Paris and culminated his trip at the soccer game between France and Germany, a matchup so big that few things were distractions.
I just assumed that they were shooting off a cannon as a sort of a celebration in the game. Didn't think much of it. No one in the audience reacted. Everyone just sort of continued watching the game and cheering, and the game kept going on, so we just sort of assumed it was firework or cannon and went on with the game. We had no idea.
Until his cell phone wouldn't stop buzzing.
One of my buddies who actually used to live in France and is in Atlanta now texted right back and said, "You haven't heard? There's bombs going off all around the stadium." And that was the first one, the realization that, oh, those noises we heard were bombs. It's almost like a cloud. You don't really know what exactly is going on. You hear there were bombs and you're like, yeah, I heard that earlier. You could feel, you felt it. It was like a bass drum. You could feel the concussion.
After the match, that haze became reality as the streets of Paris did not look so grand.
There were riot police everywhere. Roads were blocked off. There were police cars everywhere. But aside from that, pretty much silence. Everyone was just walking in silence.
A quiet that continued with Stephen on the flight home on Saturday and still doesn't feel real.
Feels like something that you see on the news or read about. It doesn't feel like something that happens to you in real life.
In Birmingham, Melissa Kim, WIAT 42 News coverage you can count on.